Yo, what's good, guys? Sorry I haven't been uploading lately. Just been kind of busy and stuff. But today I'm gonna do a trade recap of Monday's price action, the trades I took on Monday, and also Tuesday's price action. And yeah, just the trades I took, trades you guys could have taken, full breakdown of the day. Um, and then just I just want to say I am sort of stopping the challenge. It's just kind of been putting some pressure on me psychologically, and so I just want to trade normally, and I think I'll be doing a lot better when I do that. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get into the recap. It's probably gonna be a long one since it's 2 days wrapped in one. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I'll rewind us to Monday open. Oh, geez, it's Thursday already, and oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll just go to Wednesday. I'll just start at Wednesday and we'll do Wednesday and Thursday. So Wednesday 9:30 open. Gonna clear my chart on and then rewind us on ES. Okay. And okay, all set. So coming into the day on Wednesday, let's see, look at our 4-hour chart. Clear downtrend, breaking structure to the downside, but we're taking out more and more low resistance liquidity, and so I marked out that low. Yeah, overnight in London we had a super quick dump that took out all of this low resistance liquidity right here, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I was kind of bullish on the day. I'm pretty sure, at least. I can't even remember what trade I took, to be honest, but I'll realize once I see this. And let's see what ES was doing. Um, okay, so yeah, ES was doing about the same stuff. Let's see, we took a clean draw on liquidity on ES to the downside in London, so that was pretty good. ES was definitely not as dumpy as NQ was, so that was kind of sus. And we completed the sell model on ES pretty much by that dump in London low, because the sell model went from here to here, like just complete the U, you know. So, all right, let's just get into it. I'll mark out the session highs and lows. Got London right here on NQ. Got London low right here. And then we got some low resistance right here. Okay. So I'll just start playing a couple candles. Alright, so right off open, we're pretty close. Oh, okay, I'm starting to remember this day now. So I'm expecting us to go and take London high. That seems to be our drawn liquidity right here. And I think, and ES was pretty laggy, so I thought that, or we had relative equal highs on ES at London high, so that was pretty nice. But I thought for sure NASDAQ would take London high, but we ended up not hitting it. And so, this was a tricky day for sure. This was pre-FOMC minutes, and let's see what price action we get. I'll show you guys. Alright, so as of now, we're in sync. NASDAQ is definitely leading on the longs, though. Play it through, play it through. So yeah, just accumulating up here. But, oh, sorry. If we rewind, we had an internal SMT right here with ES. So as you can see, ES took that high, and Q did not. So right here, internal SMT. And then I waited a little bit longer. Okay, right here, this move right here, this was manipulation. So I waited, saw this 1 minute inversion, might be a 2 minute, let's see. Yeah, there's a 2 minute gap, let's see if it holds. Okay, yeah, so I entered on the inversion of this 2 minute gap when it happened. Although I probably I entered on the 1 minute, if I recall correctly. Oh, actually, you know what? To be completely transparent, I saw this happen, and I was waiting still for more confirmation. And once we started to displace, I got in. So my fill was not that great, to be honest, guys. Okay, this was my fill, 270. I got in right here. And then I had a huge stop right there, 100 points. But I sized down accordingly. And then as far as TPs go, I should have TP'd right here. Because we had relative equal lows right there and a 15-minute gap lying right underneath it. But I got out at this 5-minute internal because we had relative equal lows right there as well. So I got out right there. So yeah, that was a tricky entry. I know a lot of people expected us to go for London highs. But yeah, so super clean inversion on ES as well. And also ES is just so laggy, I knew that we wanted to dump. So right here, I'm looking at it, and 1 minute bearish for value gap retest. Boom, respected. This was super choppy trade, so I gotta watch. Oh, and so on my fundeds, I had my limit order at 151. Yeah, at 151, and on my live, I had it at 150 flat. And then next thing you know, we have this crazy retracement. We pump up 146 points like it's nothing. And I'm in the red now, as you guys could see. And I was kind of like panicking, not gonna lie. But I was so confused just because why would we edge that low? Like, that's just so stupid. Mind you, also, ES made equal lows right there as well. But the thing was, ES wasn't even dumping really. Like, and same thing on NQ. You call this like a real trade, but also, we inversed this 5 minute, so I was pretty confident on us going lower. I don't think they would inverse that 5 minute just to do that right away. And the fact that we made equal lows kind of made me a little more confident that we wanted to dump. So what I did, I was super fed up with this PA at this point. Trailed my stop to this high. And as you can see, kept my cool, followed the plan. Limit order is still at 50. Just look at that chop, bro. It's horrible. Boom, TP smashed. And then, let's see. Let's go to the 5 minute. So, on the 5 minute, at this point where we're retracing, nothing's really happening, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Just a weird retracement. Didn't get anything really concerning out of ES. But ES was respecting bearish 5 minute gaps. So if you can see right here, this bearish 5 minute gap was another confluence to my entry that I just noticed. It happened right here, which was right on the manipulation move. So that's pretty good. And as you can see, after they took me out, hit my TP, shortly after we delivered and we hit take profit to the 15 minute gap with relative equal lows. So that was a super clean draw. And right after that, this was super late in the day, but we had a clean 5 minute iFVG. I was off by this point because I got my win. But what we could have done is stop at the lows and TP at the London high, because that's what we wanted all along, you know, London high. That's the fact that we edged it just makes it more of a better draw of liquidity. So this trade goes crazy. Oh, mind you, the reason that my TP was not as valid was because we didn't take out. Oh, actually, on second thought, let's see. Okay, so it was this candle right here that we took out my TP 150 on NASDAQ. So right here. But we still needed to sweep out the draw on ES, which was I don't even know what it was, to be honest, but it looks like it was this 15-minute low right here. And it wasn't as clean, but we need to take out the draws before you're on. We need to take out a draw on both assets in order for us to have a valid bounce like this, and we did just that. So yeah, this trade, I'm pretty sure hits TP. Yeah, boom. That's a banger right there. It doesn't get much cleaner than that. Singular 5 minute inverse retest, boom. TP London high, which is now relative equal, is low resistance liquidity because of our AM move. Super clean stuff right there. So yeah, I'm gonna just remove everything from there. That was a super solid day. And we'll go on to tomorrow, which was, or I mean today now. So Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Also, guys, bear with me. Sorry, kind of unprofessional that I'm just laying in bed doing this, but I am still feeling kind of sick, so bear with me. Appreciate it, guys. I'll be at my desk, more active in the videos, but just for today, cut me some slack, please. Okay, so let's go to 9:30 open and close right there. Okay, so let's start with NQ. So coming into the day on NQ, we have this unmitigated 4-hour fair value gap, which I was looking for us to hit. You guys know I don't trade order blocks, so it's either that fair value gap or we just take out the draw. In today, that was a weakness for me, but doesn't really matter. I got the dub. You can see we're inversing 4-hour gaps. Inverse retest, boom. Pretty solid. And so, pretty solid reversal. And I think we're going to eventually go for this 30,000 level. Probably take out 30,100. Let's peep the hourly. Alright, so hourly we have protected lows right here. And we have an unmitigated hourly gap right here. So yeah, mainly the draw is 564. That's a protected low, and we're in an uptrend, so we're bullish on most time frames. Okay, so let's just get started with it. So right off open, I guess the entire world took this 30-second iFVG right off open. But I like to let the price settle before I take a trade, so I was chilling off open, waiting for us to hit that 4-hour gap before I took anything. But it's not a bad trade. You have a clear target, the 4-hour gap. And yeah. So I'll mark out some high time frame PD arrays on ES real quick. We kind of have relative equal lows right at Asia low on ES. And then let's mark out our AM low on both sides. And tons of low resistance liquidity on ES, by the way. Just here. You can almost count on that. So yeah, we got this high as well. Okay. So right off open, I noticed that, memory stocks, chip stocks were up a ton. But, so that was pushing the market up, obviously, as you can see. But I also noticed that, that the Mag 7 stocks were red on the day. So I was pretty suspicious of that. So yeah, you could have taken that 30-second inversion up to the 4-hour high time frame PD array. That would be like a 100-point trade. You could probably trail stop. I actually took a pretty stupid loss. I didn't hate it, but because it had high time frame narrative, and the thing I wish I noticed though that would have prevented that loss was seeing that ES didn't take out this high. It only took out, if you guys understand what I'm saying, ES only took out this high and it didn't take out this high at this point. So we didn't have a clean sweep on ES, and NQ was in no man's land. So I actually ended up taking a loss right there. It was, where was it? Oh yeah, okay. So ES inverse this tiny 3-minute gap, and NQ inverse something. I forgot what it was. I think it was this. And I took shorts right here. Got cooked. So yeah, that was a bad L. And on top of that, another reason why that was a bad trade was because we didn't have, or we were just tapping into this 5-minute gap to go higher, as you can see right here. So that was a bad trade, pretty dumb. But I didn't hate it just because we were in the 4-hour gap and we were in the top of it. So I didn't think we would go much higher. And it was getting pretty close to 10 a.m. and we seemed like we were inversing the 4-hour gap. So it was worth a shot to bet that before 10 a.m. we were going to dump so that we would reject the 4-hour gap. But, you know, two reasons why that was an L trade: 5-minute gap respected, and also ES didn't take its draw. Simple as that. Okay, so right after that, we got a pretty solid manipulation up, though. And so, you know, right here, you can see ES took out not only this high, but now this high. Before we only took out this high, now we took out both highs. Both of which that were low resistance liquidity on the high time frame. So right here, I'm just waiting. Just waiting, being patient, kept my cool after the loss. And we have a clear 1-minute iFVG. And we have a clear, that's about it. Oh no, we have a 3-minute iFVG, that's what I took. So I was super confident on this play now that we had taken the draw in ES. So I set my limit order at 75 and stop loss at the high. And my TP was, I scaled along the way, but had to be aware of some things. We had a 15-minute gap. But yeah, so we'll see. I'll play it through. I got tagged in. Bam. By 1 tick. Super nice. Barely any drawdown. Dang, I didn't realize this trade played that quick. It felt like it took forever in my head. Guess that's what the 1-minute time frame does. Bam. Okay, so I low-key got greedy on this trade purely because I've seen this story many times before, of just when we have like these this candle formation right here and we take out draws like here, I totally could just see this 4-hour candle right here just flipping all the way like back down, or at least to the bottom of the range. So I was a bit greedy with the TP, and I got some scales off on my live, but on my fundeds I didn't scale, so pretty stupid on my end. But I mean, I was following the plan. That was my level though, but I did think we could go for 564. But completely valid that we bounced there in hindsight. Um, and you're up 200 points, bro. What more do you want? And so I probably should have cut the second we inverse this 1 minute gap. Those are super valid displacement candles in hindsight, but kind of played it off because I was really confident on it. Just because we inverse this 15-minute gap, or it seemed like we were going to. But if you look, we pumped so hard that it didn't even inverse. See, it didn't even inverse. And so I ended up getting out. Once we put in that first high, I trailed my stop to that high. And so it ended up being like a 90-point trade on my fundeds, but it should have been a 200-point trade. And also, we took NYAM low on NQ really quick, but ES was delayed and swept out the AM low a little delayed, and that was like the low of day. And lastly, what I was monitoring too, I had to be realistic. Like, if you take a look at this, all right, I'm in rewind, so right at this point, Nvidia had been dumping the entire morning, but if you look right here, we're at the 200 psych level, and we're basically sweeping it out. You can tell that we don't want to go lower, and if you play it through, like we just reclaimed 200, so that's a big sign that we're gonna hold up. So yeah, I got out right there once we took out 780, so ended up just being a 90-point trade on my fundeds, or my evaluations, but not too mad about it. On my live, I scaled at the proper TP. I scaled a lot of contracts, so super green on my live today. So I don't really care too much about. I mean, it obviously sucks having been up, but considering we took a loss, we're still green on the day on the evals. I'm about $200, so I'll take that. And then yeah, this was a pretty clean. Honestly, this was the same play as yesterday, almost. It was just manipulate down, big move, shorts, and then take out the AM high. And the draw's 30K now, so. But if we play that through. Jeez, let me go on the 5-minute. But yeah, ES ran crazy relative to NQ. NQ barely pumped. Well, I wouldn't say barely, but NQ definitely was not as solid as this move by ES. So ES ended up taking all of that low resistance liquidity on the 15-minute, or on the hourly as well. So right there, we hit our final TP. Could have gone for this high, but this was a pretty solid TP. See where NQ ended up. Yeah, it was just logs all day after that. But yeah, you even could have gotten in on the 5-minute. ES had a super clean 5-minute. So yeah, at that point, I had no justification to be in my shorts anymore. So completely valid. Not too mad, but should have definitely taken profit. And yeah, so had a little pullback end of day, but I think we ended up like anywhere around 30K, pretty solid draw. 30K is a stacked level all the time. Alright, yeah, so that's that. So yeah, that's my recap from today, the past 2 days actually. Really just changing up my psychology. Just gonna try to be a lot more disciplined now, and I'm completely complacent with taking a whole month to pass these evals because I know it'll be worth it, and I understand that you can't take any shortcuts with this stuff. Got to do it right, build the discipline day by day. So I demonstrated that today, and I'm not too upset. But yeah, solid day. I'm up 1,000 on my live, up 200 on 13 eval, so pretty good. I'm just gonna keep building the discipline from here. Just using this trade recap as a journal, personal journal for myself. But gonna try to keep you guys posted. I'm still gonna complete that challenge. Probably just not gonna do like day 8, day 9. It's kind of exhausting on me. But yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm still kind of sick, so that's why I'm in bed. But I'll try to be more active in these recaps and be at my desk more. So, but yeah, I'll catch you guys at the next one. Jeez, I sound so congested, but all right, yeah. Catch you guys tomorrow. Remember, follow your rules and stay disciplined. Let's get it.